know that I'm hitting you guys with a lot of music today, so I figured I would pick something else. Because we also need a laugh other than laughing at me over here. What's going on, y'all? It's wicked to see you guys again, man. Hope your day is going good. Hope you all are doing freaking good, man. For real. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue who this is. Never even heard of him before. And I was a little weary just because I was picking a name. Like I said, I haven't heard. I don't even know if you guys like it. But I figured it's live at the Apollo. That's what I searched. And I just kind of went through, man. There's a lot of 40-minute videos, which unfortunately I don't have the time for. But if you guys want me to react to some of those, yeah. I'd be down to do so, man. But I figured I would pick this one. Like I said, I don't even really know who it is, what he's going to talk about. But I figured we need a laugh, man. So, no further ado, big shout out to you guys coming in with the punch again, I guess. What am I doing? Let's go. The music. I hear that song at work all the time.
Wow, nice. Hey, everybody, how's it going, Apollo?
Let's get it.
Hot damn, that's good to hear. It's me, Phil Wang. Yeah, I'm excited too. Hot damn, old Philly Wang in the house, yeah. I'm really interested in like racial dynamics, I really love like thinking and looking at like racial dynamics and stuff, because I'm a mixed race boy myself.
Yeah, buddy.
My races are the Phil race and the Wang race. Mixed race fella. My father is Chinese Malaysian, but my mother is normal. So chill out. I got a little sour cream to that chili. By the way, if you're offended by the implication of a normal race, it's only because you know I meant white. So this is how my parents met. My father was my mother's kung fu teacher. I'm not fucking with you. I didn't make that shit up. That's honestly how my parents met. My Chinese father was my normal mother's kung fu teacher.
My Chinese father was my normal mother's.
Because I come from a long line of stereotypes. That's true. My father's father was a dragon. Like...
hanging out in front of the MGM Grand. Or is that a lion?
His mother...
That's a lion, my bad.
Was a gong, which is a gong that Chinese gong. Short but loud, you know the type. Every family's got a gong, classic Nan. And the story of their courtship is just as weird. Basically, my father fancied my mother straight away, the dirty old Wang. And so every time he had a new move to teach the class, he would always choose my mother as his, like, rag doll to demonstrate the punches and the kicks and the twists and the throws on. So far from learning to defend herself, my mum just got the shit kicked out of her every week in front of an audience, and then she had to pay him. And every time my father did these moves on her, he'd always do them just a bit too hard and hurt her just a little bit, so that he'd then have an excuse to visit her on the weekend.
Oh my God.
With Chinese medicines, or as he called them, medicines. And he'd use them to heal the injuries that he'd inflicted. Now, don't judge Papa Wang by today's standards. Okay, let's practice a little chronological relativism here. That was a long time ago, Sure, nowadays his approach would be considered premeditated assault. In this snowflake culture of ours. But that was the 80s. Back then, a kick in the chest was just playing the game. And Papa Wang played the game hard. Kicking honeys all over town. Got myself a girlfriend. Thank you. She's very cool, my girlfriend, very cool, a lot cooler than me. She's got a tattoo. That's how cool she is. She's got a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos myself, but I love tattoos. I really like tattoos. I always feel I got a chance with a tattooed lady, you know? I always feel I can probably hook up, can probably go home with a tattooed lady. Because a tattooed lady has a visible history of making bad decisions that she can't take back. Sounds like my kind of gal. My girlfriend's got a tattoo on her rib cage, right? And the most painful place to have one, apparently. She's got a tattoo of a queen's chess piece, the most powerful piece on the board. Because my girlfriend is a fucking psychopath. And I think she's going to kill me one of these days. Either head on or at a diagonal.
I love
getting
chess.
older. Don't know about you guys, but I've been getting older recently.
Getting older recently.
28. 28 now. A Wang's dozen. I'm 28. All those like quintessential trappings of age have started to get me, you know.
I don't know why that killed me, but it did for some stupid reason. Let's go.
All those like quintessential trappings of age have started to get me, you know. Like I'm becoming more right-wing with age. I was hoping that one wouldn't be true. I know, it's a real shame. They say you become more right-wing with age. Turns out that's true, you know. Like, my political leanings have really changed in the last couple of years. Like, I used to think that I was a socialist. But looking back now, I realize I just didn't have any money. I got money now. I ain't sharing that shit, that's mine. Back off, you commies. It turns out capitalism's okay when you got capital. I'm getting older, you know, I'm going to more barbecues. I went to so many barbecues this summer. Some of them I was invited to. I went to my first vegan barbecue. Yeah,
Whoa.
I was surprised and delighted too. I was really surprised. I didn't know vegans had barbecues. I didn't know vegans were allowed barbecues. I don't know why. I'd always assumed fire wasn't vegan. I don't know, fire just seems too violent a force for vegans to allow themselves to use, but no, it turns out they got them. I always presumed they just, like, hugged their food warm, but no, they got fire. They're fire now, they're building tools and shit, they're learning. So I went to this vegan barbecue, you know, my vegan friends are hosting it. The guests, we were not predominantly vegan ourselves, we were just polite. But still, you know, we played along, we indulged in all the vegan treats and all the various meat substitutes. You know, had the bean burgers and the chicken nuggets made out of seitan, which is named after the person who invented it. And all was going swimmingly until someone rocked up with a pack of real pork sausages.
Oh, my bad, yo.
Suddenly things took a turn for the sketchy.
I gotta rewind.
Beautiful. So beautiful.
Question for y'all. That ad there, Gordon Ramsay. What's your take on him? Over here, we think he's awesome. He's pretty cool. A little hot-headed. But I was wondering if you guys, kind of like how Australia used to see the crocodile hunter, we're like, dude, we all don't talk like that, and we're not all actually like that. Do you guys look at him as like somebody who's trying too hard? Maybe, I'm not sure. I figured I would ask you guys.
Person who invented it.
Oh, my bad.
And all was going swimmingly until someone rocked up with a pack of real pork sausages.
I thought we rolled the R there. That was
Suddenly things took a turn for the sketchy. The atmosphere changed, man. People could tell. It was honestly like someone had rocked up to a house party with a wrapper Coke. Like, people were on edge.
The mood does change when those people show up.
It was honestly like someone had rocked up to a house party with a wrapper Coke. Like, people were on edge, like, shit, someone's carrying. The gal who brought him, she saw me, she caught my eye, she came over, she knew, she came over, she looked at me. She looked me straight in the eye, holding these sausages, and said to my face, "Are you in? Are you in?
Are you in? No.
Are you in?" I was like, yeah, go.
Oh, he is?
Better get our own grill, hide in the toilet. came out afterwards, stinking of pork. Suddenly hot girls were paying more attention to me than before. Can my friend have some? All that bullshit. Getting older, just getting older, man. Getting closer to death. Death we all got coming. Getting older to that shit. Not looking forward to that. It doesn't seem like my kind of thing, death. Doesn't really seem on brand Wang to me. But it turns out it's coming. I've been thinking about death a lot recently. And I've come to realize that dying is actually a lot like going camping. I don't want to do it. It looks horrible and boring. And surprisingly expensive. For that reason, I've stopped smoking. I finally stopped smoking. Thank you for your support. I couldn't die by my own hand. You know, I couldn't die of something I could just easily not have done. You know, I wasn't so much afraid of the lung cancer as I was afraid of at some point realizing I had made the mistake of smoking and was now paying for that mistake. And so when I started to comprehend the danger that smoking was putting me in, I had to start making big changes to my lifestyle to prepare for a life without cigarettes. Similarly, I don't know if you know this, but it's possible to get mouth cancer from giving women oral sex.
I have heard.
Hey, I didn't want to hear it either, folks. But it's true. Apparently, if she has HPV, you can contract the virus in your mouth, can turn into cancer. Now again, when I found this out, I had to start making big changes to my lifestyle to prepare for the fact that I'm definitely going to die of mouth cancer. Definitely definitely how I'm going to go. The rate I'm going, I'm surprised I'm not dead already, to be honest. I'm a 20 a day man. I'm a medical marvel at this point to be walking around. They should put me in a jar. And I'm not going to stop. Don't worry, ladies. I'm not going to stop. That news has changed nothing. Nothing about my life at all. That's not going to stop me doing what I do. Look, I can't save my life by not going down on women. My life is going down on women. They're the same. They're one and the same. They're inseparable entities. You kill one, you kill the other, you see. Logically speaking, you can't scare me out of my own life. You know, you can't threaten, there are no stakes high enough. Am I making myself clear? You will never stop me. You'll never stop me. It's too important. It's too important. It's too important. I found something bigger than myself at last. And it's the female orgasm. And the female orgasm is easily worth my stupid mouth. I'll happily sacrifice my dumb mouth at the altar of the female. That's a hero's death, if ever there was one. That's how I want to die.
That's a hero.
Thank you. Yeah, that's how I want to die. Chronic cunnilingus, that's how I want to go. For that obituary, if nothing else, can you imagine? Now, I'm sensing a lot of fear from the brothers in the room. But don't worry, you gotta do it, man. This is the only respectful way to go. You know, we'll all be celebrated for the heroes that we are. You know, we'll all be celebrated, we'll be revered as the champions of history. We'll all get a
Come on, man.
We'll all be celebrated for the heroes that we are. You know, we'll all be celebrated, we'll be revered as the champions of history. We'll all get a state funeral, you know, next to each other. Huh?
Next to each other.
With our tongues out. All have our names added to the cenotaph. Ironically phallic symbol for what we did. We'll all get a posthumous purple medal from the Queen, you know, and the vulva cross.
Vulva cross.
We all get slowly lowered into a vagina-shaped mass grave in Westminster Abbey as a bagpipe band sadly plays Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Shout out to you, man. You killed it. I've never heard of him before, and I gotta say, I like how how do I word this? Like comedy for everybody, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hit or miss, dude, with this. Sometimes there's references in here that I have no clue what they're talking about. There's a reason there's what is his name? Peter Kay, I'm pretty good with. Billy Connolly, I'm pretty good with. Who was? Al Murray, obviously, I'm good with. Oh, I can't remember his name, but there was somebody, man, the references were extremely hard to pick up, and just mixing in his accent, I was like, holy God, man, I can barely understand you. I had an easier time understanding Kevin Bridges, who is Scottish, I think. But either way, man, it's still freaking awesome. I'm glad this one didn't have too many local references that I was able to pick up. And he doesn't seem too bad. A little clean. I like a little bit more kind of edgier, dirtier comedy. What is this? Like I'm turning some sort of imaginary knob. But shout out to him anyways, man. And shout out to you guys, dude. I hope you don't mind that I did this, but I figured, like I said, I'm punching out a lot of music. So I figured I'd do some stand-up. I hope I picked an okay one. Drop them down, man, and we'll freaking get to more of them, dude, for sure. Cause, yeah, who doesn't like to laugh? I love you guys, man, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a wicked day, and I will see you later, all right? Peace out, baby. Come on.